Hi, my name is Akia, and in the last video, Alex gave an overview of the LGBTQIA plus community and some of the problems and other important information regarding the people that identify as part of the community. Today, I'm going to dig deeper into the problem we are trying to bring awareness to with this short video series by addressing society's lack of knowledge of the LGBTQIA plus community and how this lack of knowledge affects our youth now and in the future. LGBTQIA plus youth need and deserve to learn in environments inclusive of their experiences and that give them the education necessary to stay safe and healthy. Too many LGBTQIA plus youth sit in a classroom where a teacher and textbook fail to appropriately address their identities, behaviors, and experiences. Sex education is one of the best ways for reliable information on sexuality and sexual health for youth. Studies show that well-designed and well-implemented sex education can reduce risk behavior and support positive sexual health outcomes among teens, such as reducing teen pregnancy and sexually transmitted infection rates. Young men who have sex with other men who identify as gay or bisexual account for more than 2/3 of new HIV infections among people ages 13 to 29. Within this group, men of color are particularly affected. Additionally, men who have sex with men account for 2/3 of new syphilis cases. Young women in high school who identify as lesbian, gay, or bisexual are more likely to contract an STI and more likely to become pregnant than those who identify as heterosexual or questioning. They are also more likely to have experienced coerced sexual contact. Young women who have both male and female partners are at the highest risk of coercion and dating violence. Among transgender people, HIV prevalence rates are more than 4 times that of the national average, and transgender women of color are particularly affected. Transgender and gender nonconforming youth also experience high rates of sexual violence, particularly transgender and gender nonconforming youth of color. To help LGBTQIA plus youth have the same benefits as their non-LGBTQIA peers from sexual education programs, sex education needs to strive to be LGBTQIA plus inclusive. LGBTQIA plus inclusive sex education is not available for most youth. The GLSEN 2013 National School Climate Survey found that fewer than 5% of LGBTQIA plus students had health classes that included positive representations of LGBTQIA plus related topics. Among millennials surveyed in 2015, only 12% said their sex education classes covered same-sex relationships. Inclusive programs help youth understand gender identity and sexual orientation with age-appropriate and medically accurate information. Incorporate positive examples of LGBTQIA plus individuals, romantic relationships, and families, and they emphasize the need of protection during sex for people of all identities, and dispel common myths and stereotypes about behavior and identity. Not only does LGBTQIA plus inclusive sex education programs benefit the LGBTQIA plus youth, it benefits the non-LGBTQIA plus youth and the schools themselves. These inclusive programs feed the non-LGBTQIA plus youth's knowledge, awareness, and respect and understanding of the LGBTQIA plus community as a whole, in turn creating and promoting a safer school environment. According to the 2015 National Youth Risk Behavior Survey, 10% of LGBTQIA plus youth were threatened or injured with a weapon on school property. 34% of LGBTQIA plus youth were bullied on school property. 28% of the LGBTQIA plus youth were bullied electronically, and 23% of LGBTQIA plus youth who had dated or went out with someone during the 12 months before the survey had experienced sexual dating violence in the prior year. 18% of the LGBTQIA plus youth had experienced physical dating violence, and 18% of the LGBTQIA plus youth had been forced to have sexual intercourse at some point in their lives. Studies show that schools that try to implement an LGBTQIA plus inclusive environment, whether that be through their sex education program or student-run clubs such as the Gay Straight Alliance, these numbers drop around 25 to 75% depending on how long these things have been implemented and how much emphasis the school places on having an LGBTQIA plus inclusive environment. As our youth get older and begin to go to age, they begin to become more insecure with themselves, and for the people within the LGBTQIA plus community, fear of discrimination causes many of them to avoid seeking care, and if they do get treatment, studies have shown that LGBTQIA plus people are not treated with respect or cultural competence as all patients deserve. With this video, we hope to have hit on a couple of things. If we missed anything, please comment in the comment section below, like and subscribe. And like I said before, please comment if there's anything that we can touch on in upcoming videos. That would be great. This is Akia signing out. Boom.